Happy Hump Day. Welcome back to the Inky Man Show, you suckers.
I'm not afraid.
What day is it? Monday.
We now continue the show. We pick up where we left off. The steps to living a fulfilled life. Take it away, Inky Man.
And with that learning comes growth. If you look at my earlier shows, go my YouTube channel, and you look at my earlier shows compared to now, there's a ton of growth. And it shows because now I have more people that view me on Facebook, all the social media platforms, and YouTube. I'm getting subscribers on YouTube left and right because of my content. But it's all because of my growth. Number 5, practicing gratitude and connection. Cultivate a practice of gratitude to shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. We talked about that mindset, scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset. I'd have to find that and link that up here. Foster meaningful connections with others who uplift and inspire you, nurturing a sense of belonging and purpose. In other words, find some people that do what you do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you dress up as a cat and you put on some diapers. There's a Facebook group for that. You probably have to go on YouPorn and OnlyFans too, but there's groups that exist for that. You understand what I mean? Now this again is something that I'm learning from, because as I do this show, in order for me to get some of the material I get, I'm doing interviews now. I'm having conversations with people like my man Caesar Cypher, my man Jadero, my man Xavier Farrow, my man TJ, and other people, my man Megaspan, let me throw it out there, and other people. By me having these conversations with them in front of you, I'm showing you that I know people, but I'm also showing you that these are like-minded people in certain areas and aspects of my life. Big shout out to my man Trevor Gerald. Because at the end of the day, when you find other people that are like you, you tend to learn more and grow more, because now you're seeing that you can. Now the questions that were in your mind when you're at home thinking, well, what can I do with this? How can I do this? These people are answering that for you. When I was younger, I used to take advantage of that. As I got older, I started to slow down. As I got into relationships, I started to slow down. It became me and the person I'm in a relationship with. After a while, you start to argue, bicker, fight, because there's only but so much you're going to do when you're around another person, and that's it. You got to have friends, or your original friends. Remember, I talked about that before. Have associates. Have people that you can bounce ideas off of. Have people that can check you once in a while. Have people that you have to check. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go on to the next one. Last one. Giving back and making an impact. Find fulfillment in contributing to the well-being of others and making a positive impact in your community, whether through volunteering, mentoring, or supporting causes you believe in. Giving back enriches your life and enhances your sense of purpose. Now, this was a tough one for me until recently, because I've had my ups and downs in life. Again, as a youngster, I was happy all the time, very positive. You couldn't say nothing to me to bring me down. As I got older and I accepted more responsibilities, had more responsibilities, those responsibilities started to take over my way of thinking. Now, at the same time, while that is the case and that's what you are supposed to do, responsibilities, you also have to separate yourself. Like I did in the last week's show when I talked about work-life balance. You can't live your life and your life being work. You got to separate the two. You got to turn off. You know, every once in a while, and I can be truthful with this, every once in a while, especially earlier when I was doing the show, I would do a show and then you wouldn't hear from me for about a month, 2 months. You wouldn't hear from me. That was my way of separating myself from the material. Now, at the same time, some of the responsibilities I had started to overshadow that, but it was because I wasn't paying attention to those responsibilities while doing the show. So now I found that nice, sweet spot that I can do that. And that's what you need to do. You need to understand, unless your career is all about what you do in life, if you're a teacher, when you get out of the parking lot of the school, leave that shit at the school.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the most electrifying, the most entertaining, and the downright most incredible channel on YouTube, the Inky Mann channel, where motivation meets gluttony, where Vegas meets victory, and where your love for the Patriots meets its match. Don't miss out on the fun, the food, and the fanaticism, because life is too short not to laugh along with Inky Mann. Subscribe now to the Inky Mann Show channel.
Y'all better give us some of this pimping.
Unless you're getting up with other teachers outside of the school and you want to talk about that. But then there's a balance there. I remember I used to work at this one particular job. Cookie and I were working at the job, and we would go to this one place and hang out. Some people would come to those places and we'd all hang out. But what would then happen is people would start complaining about the supervisors, complaining about the job, start bitching and complaining about the things we had to do. We're at the bar. We're at a club. Music is playing. People are laughing and joking. People are spilling stuff, puking on each other, because this is Vegas. People out here just wilding out. But there's this little corner of people talking about work. Then when you get out of that club, if you ain't clubbing the whole weekend, when you go back to work, you continue that without all the music and the excitement. That's not a way to live. You gotta separate yourself. You gotta have a work-life balance. Now at the same time, giving back. My version of giving back, I used to be stuck on this because giving back to me used to be monetary. I figured giving back is you giving the shirt off your back, giving a homeless person some money, giving money to causes. That's not always the case. In this particular case right now, with what I'm doing with the show, I'm giving back. There are people who watch my show and they say to me, "Thank you for talking about that. Thank you for bringing that up. It's good to know that someone else is going through what I'm going through," especially with me being in my 50s. I couldn't understand what I was going to do as I got this age. But with this age comes a whole lot of wisdom. And now I see why people, as they get older, look forward to talking to young children. Now, it's unfortunate that children don't want to listen to you, but there are some who do. And so I like to teach. I like to talk about. I like to put things out there for people to engage with me, because I don't know everything, to engage with me so I can learn more while they're learning more. This is my version of giving back.
Welcome to the Inky Mann Podcast, a place where inspiration meets the seductive worlds of gastronomic exploration and flashing Las Vegas lights. Your host, Inky Mann, will take you on a tour around the vibrant streets of Vegas while providing you with a delightful fusion of culinary delights, motivation, and insight. Whether you're craving insider information on the greatest eateries in the area or you're searching for inspiration to help you reach your goals, the Inky Mann Podcast is your go-to source for everything positive, Las Vegas approved and foodie approved. So grab a seat, hit play, and let's explore Inky Mann's dynamic fusion of culinary adventures and inspiration.
How do you give back? Think about that. So those are the 6 things that come with helping you to have a fulfilled life. Now below I have my website, and in my website there's a place called My Thoughts. This is a blog that I do. In that blog that's going to be coming out, actually should be out by the time you see this, there is a post where I break this down even further. My blog post is all about fulfilling your life and your purpose. Go ahead and read that. Give me some feedback. Give me some feedback on the show. Later. I'm out, yo.
Watch the Inky Mann Show this Friday for the continued conversation with rapper and filmmaker Caesar Cypher. He and Ink chop it up about filmmaking and his upcoming series Renegade. Stay tuned, you suckers.
And when you live near the mountains, it's even more beautiful. If you follow me close, you know I love